So, yeah, so basically, we got Georgie here. And now, Georgie, he needs a hat. Let's give him this hat, you know. So, Georgie here, his dream was to always become a great boxer, you know. So, he gets his, boxing gloves. Right here. Obviously. Uh, you know. Freak, bro. What the hell? Sure. I said nothing. Yo. Fucking hell, bro. What? I didn't say anything. Alright, there we go. So, you know, he has his boxing gloves. And he's gonna be going against Jamal. Now Jamal here, he doesn't need 2 gloves, he only needs 1 glove because he's actually the fighting champion. So it's kinda turn based, you know, I mean, like Pokemon or whatever. And so, you know, they go up the square, and Jamal hits that. Boom! And then he hits that. Who's gonna get the knockout first? We don't know. Oh! Georgie takes a big hit. Let's see, and now Jamal comes in with that. Oh, goodness, bro. The round isn't over until someone gets a knockout. Jeez, bro. All right. Yeah, we're gonna have to give him one of these. Yo. All right. Yeah, he ain't coming back. That's unfortunate. Oh. So Jamal, he actually wasn't a champion. This guy's a champion. Because the reason why he's the champion is because he actually took off the padding, and instead he put brass knuckles on it. So now basically it's like just overpowered. I literally. So yeah, he puts the brass knuckles like right there, and just do that. And so now whenever Georgie here gets hit, it's gonna do some funny stuff. And like, yeah. So he comes in with that right swing. Oh, gosh, bro. What? Oh, goodness. Yeah. So he's probably about to die. So we're gonna need to get the medics back. So it looks like Georgie technically became the best fighter there is. Oh wait, they're back up. Georgie just needs to hit that ultimate. You know that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh god. All right, Georgie, use your back step. No. And he lands the hit. Now all I need to do is use his battle sharp thing. Axe. And he's at that. Oh goodness, bro. Well, Georgie is now a murderer. So when the police show up and they're like, pay your taxes and go to jail, and they raise a gun, he's like, nah, and then like does that, and then like the cop, he gets mad, so he goes, and then Georgie gets mad, so he goes like, and then like that. And now he's a mass murderer, you know? He's just like killing everyone, you know? Oh my goodness, bro. That's just wonderful, isn't it? And Georgie, he's losing a lot of blood. He's probably gonna die. And then another cop shows up and he's like, this is what happens when you break the law. And, you know, he pulls out his pew pew and, you know, his hat actually was made out of titanium and makes him survive. And he quickly does that. Does that, you know, does that. And then the cop gets mad and kind of, you know, finishes the deed. And Georgie has unfortunately passed away now. And then the cop, you know, he sees all these dead people and he's like, I can't take it anymore. Ah! And then he holds the gun by like its thing that way for some reason. And then he like, I can't take it anymore. And yeah, it does that. There's a funny thing. But what he unknowingly did is he did that, which caused this to fire off, which caused that to shoot, which then caused everyone in the area to be revived. Now, in this state, you know, whatever, but Jamal, he remembers everything. Oh wait, Jamal died. I mean Georgie. And Georgie, he goes with that boom. Boom, push, stab, stab, stab. What? Great chop. It turns out his axe is actually very dull now. So now he needs a new axe. Yeah, and he throws it into that person very casually. Now, he decides he wants to live under the, you know, radar and stuff. So he goes over here, and we're just gonna. Anyways, so he broke a few bones. Don't worry, we're gonna revive him. So Georgie here, you know, there's a whole bunch of skills. You know, he gets a wife. I need this works, I guess. So Georgie here, he gets a wife and everything. And like, yeah, they're married or whatever. I don't need to go into specifics. And then he gets that ignition in him, you know, that because he's actually schizophrenic. And he's having these episodes, you know, turn my head, I see them all. And then what he unknowingly did is he unlocked this weird like thing. Now he has these like weird powers. And he sees his finger on the ground, you know. I wonder what this finger is. So he picks it up, you know, and he's like, oh yeah, that looks tasty for some reason. And he eats it. And then all of a sudden, oh, he gets taking control of something, man. And then he like unknowingly just gains all this power, you know. You know, he really wants to kill for some reason. He could just feel his ignition in him to murder. I mean, no. And then he sees his wife and he's like, I'm sorry. This has to be done. All that was left were the two gloves that were the only remainder of his past. He's entered a new era. He will kill all that he needs to. He can burn people at the touch. It's crazy, dude. He literally has the power to end anything. Hold on. Whatever. So, and then he's like, so this person, he tries to stop things, doesn't really work out. And then all of a sudden, Shukra is getting really pissed off, you know? He decides, this dude, he looks a little bit in one tack. Let's change that. Oh, God. And he's actually still alive. And he decides to save him because he's gonna mutate him into some sort of like monster. You know? It's just dead. Let me just fix that. Fucking hell, bro. Alright. And then, so he takes this, serum, right? And, like, it makes him into this, like, whale thing. Or no, it makes it into him this, like, vulture. And it's really disgusting, you know? It's like, oh my goodness. And then low-key Sukuna doesn't want to die, so he's like, and it turns out this thing actually lives. And it's literally gonna, like, steal him out of the sky or something. Oh, never mind, it died. And this dude's actually just unstoppable at this point until the U.S. military tracks him down once and for all in a tank. And maybe he dies. And that concludes the story of Georgie. Or does it? Oh, yeah, it does. And then they put his head on the barrel and they're like, any final words? And he doesn't say anything. And they pull the trigger. Ending it once and for all. And this, what was left of this brutal story. Anyways, thanks for watching or whatever, you know. See ya.